Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a minute since I put out my last YouTube video, so thank you so much for coming back to my channel and watching some of my content. Over the last few months, a lot of things changed and now I am in a new YouTube studio. I really hope you can tell a difference between the quality of my older videos compared to today's video. And if you haven't watched my older videos, go check them out. There are a lot of haul videos, a lot of how-to videos, and there's also a video on me creating a propagation station. So with it being summer right now, that means that it is the growing season for a lot of succulents. So get out there and shop some of your favorite succulents. You can check out links in my bio to some of my favorite succulent sellers, and on some of the succulent sellers' websites, you can utilize my discount code for an extra 5 to maybe 10 or 15% off your order. Also, don't forget to check out Etsy. There are a lot of sellers on Etsy that sell beautiful, powdery, rare succulents that some of these succulent sellers don't sell. A lot of those bigger sellers do not sell rare Korean succulents, so get on Etsy and see if you can find what you're looking for on there. If you want to support smaller businesses, then shop Etsy. If you're looking for a specific succulent and you cannot find it, always feel free to DM me on Instagram at BeyondABudget and I will try my best to help you out. So for today's video, I wanted to take a minute and talk to you all about death blooms and succulents. I want to compare a death bloom versus a regular bloom and tell you exactly what to do with both and how you can salvage a plant if you see a death bloom beginning. So without further ado, let me introduce you to my Echeveria Icy Purple that obviously has a death bloom. Let me see if I can show you. I don't know if it's gonna focus, but you can see the little flowers right here at the end, and you can see that these are dying succulent leaves from the root. They're just dying up the stem. The stem is super long, and it's just a hot mess. So first and foremost, I don't want you to confuse a death bloom with a succulent stretching to find a light source, like the sun. Some succulents will tend to stretch whenever they are not provided an adequate amount of sunlight. So, like I said, I don't want you to confuse a stretching succulent with a death bloom. In comparison to a regular bloom, a death bloom will sprout from the center of the succulent. A normal bloom will tend to sprout from the side of the succulent, where it'll be wedged in between the succulent's leaves. Normal blooms are not harmful for the succulent. If you notice a death bloom starting, there is hope in potentially saving that succulent. Any bloom that a succulent produces is going to take an outrageous amount of energy out of that plant. So I have experimented with snipping a death bloom. By snipping a death bloom, the plant is going to be full of energy, and that could give it an opportunity to throw off some pups for you. So even though that main plant is going to die, you could allow its pups to get larger, and then you could snip those off and then create 1, 2, 3, 4 different plants. That option is only available if you're able to snip the death bloom in the beginning. Like this one, I did not catch this one in time. I thought it was just reaching for the sunlight, and I had no idea that it was going to be a death bloom. As you can see, some of the older leaves are shriveling up, some of them are completely transparent, and some of them are completely dried up. With the healthier and more plump leaves, I am just going to break them off of that bloom stem and utilize them in the normal propagation process. All I'm gonna do is just lay them on a bed of pretty dry soil and allow them to sprout roots. And then, like I said, I'm just going to continue to hopefully get some small little plants from this rare Korean succulent. One thing that I want to mention about blooms in general is that they are going to attract pests. And I don't know about you, but if you've ever had a mealybug infestation, they are not fun. In my garden, I tend to snip every bloom that I see just because I don't want pests from one plant going on to another and going to another, and then I would have to eradicate with either neem oil or alcohol or just any kind of pesticide that I just don't really want spraying on my succulents. Neem oil is a great pest killer, but it's the worst for powdery succulents, and I try to avoid that at all costs. If you have any questions about blooms or death blooms or just general succulent questions, feel free to add me on Instagram at GaonaBudget, and I would be happy to help you out. If you enjoy the content in today's video and learned a little bit of something, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. If you're not already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm getting back into my filming routine, so I don't want you to miss any of those future videos. With all of that said, I hope y'all are all having a great summer, and I will see y'all back really soon. Bye!